Nigerians, wherever you are, whether you're in Nugu, keep on watching People's Mind Television, PMTV.
Royal Mira British College is an accredited and government-approved school. It is a school that is determined to create a platform that will enhance student talent, build up creative ability and self-confidence to become an innovative leader with an outstanding level of morality. And with me on the show today to tell us more about the goals and objectives of Royal Mira British College is the Vice Principal of the school, Mr. Arimono Progress. You're welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, before we commence, we will be going on the commercial break. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back after the break.
Jerusalem.
Admission is currently in progress at Royal Mira British College into JSS1 to JSS3 and SS1 to SS3. Royal Mira British College also have boarding section for students, hostel and staff quarters built with modern facilities, CCTV camera installed on all buildings around the premises. Royal Mira British College prepares its students for wide-range examinations assessment, locally and internationally, to develop the physical and psychological well-being of students and staff of Royal Mira British College. Have a quality medical center for their health attention, dining hall where the desire of their diet are well taken care of, a world-class sport and recreation facility to keep the students in good physical health condition and also enable them excel in major sport competition across the state and beyond. Royal Mira British College, a citadel of excellence situated at Owalero Owoibo Road, opposite Teachers Professional Development Center, Owoibo, Agbo Delta State. Hurry now, obtain the admission form into any of our programs in the school office. For further inquiries, please call 081 332 937 92. Royal Mira British College. Dream, plan, and achieve.
Save yourself the stress, save yourself the time, and save yourself the process. Willago Nigeria Limited, now at your disposal for quality and hygienic frozen foods such as fish, chicken, and turkey. We are also into the sales of ice blocks to cool that product for your sales or for event purpose. Contact us today at number 16 Odozi Street, Agbo, or you can call us on 090-6374-3613 or 080-2920-3489, or you can call us lastly on 070-5171-4443. Willago, affordable frozen foods just for you.
Welcome back, and I still have Mr. Arimono Progress in the studio with me. So, Mr. Progress, firstly, I will confess, personally, Royal Mira British College is a school that I admire a lot. Yeah, I can remember the time I and my sister were driving past the school, and she saw the school, and she just paused and started looking at the structure. And then she wished, just seeing the structure, she wished she was still in secondary school. Wow. So, apart from the visible structure we see, what is more to Royal Mira? What can you tell us about Royal Mira British College?
Okay, Royal Mira British College, to start with, it's a day and boarding school.
Okay.
And the school is also accredited by the British Council and then definitely the Ministry of Education in Nigeria. But one unique thing or striking thing about Royal Mira British College is that the British Council, as an organization, cannot give the accreditation to any school if the school has not actually met with their own level of standard. So when we talk about Royal Mira British College, we are looking at a school that is actually designed and meant to meet the academic need of every child and make a child a total child. So it's an all-round development for our learners and the children that go through Royal Mira British College.
That's beautiful. So what facilities do you have in place to enhance learning?
Oh, wow.
in
Okay.
school?
Just like I said earlier, we are a day and boarding school.
Yeah.
Now let us start with the academics even before we get to the things we have in the boarding the school. Now, education is no longer the way it used to be. It's
Yeah.
no longer the traditional system of education.
Yes,
Now
yes.
we look at education from a different perspective. Either you're talking about the contemporary perspective or the 21st century system of education. And Royal Mira British College has actually been put in such a way that we now offer even beyond what people are really expecting. For example, our classroom is actually equipped with smart boards. When I talk about smart boards, or when we look at the smart board, we're looking at the system of teaching, a device that is used to teach learners that you can also use to access the internet while you are still in the classroom.
Wow.
You understand that? In case there is an issue that you need to let the children see. Probably you're discussing something as a teacher, and out of excitement, a child is asking you, oh, you mentioned something like this, how do I get to see that? At the spot in the classroom, you can go to the internet, bring up images, videos, and things that they can relate with. That's to tell you how far we have gone and to ensure that our learners experience the 21st century system of education. We are technology-based as far as education is concerned.
Wow, that's beautiful. So it is stated here that teachers at Royal Mira British College are qualified and approved teachers. So let's talk about how you are also building up these teachers to make sure that they are not just equipped to meet up with the academic needs of the students, but also to be able to recognize underlying issues that a child might be facing at home.
Okay, thank you. I love the fact that you brought that up. Just today before coming here, I was part of the training that we had for our teachers called the SEAL program. The SEAL program, that's social emotional aspect of learning. Now, in this particular case, it's not just about teaching the other aspects of academics. Now, we are talking about building a child's social skill, emotional skill, and ensuring, like I mentioned, we are into an all-round building of a child. Okay. Now, before you can develop a child when it comes to emotional intelligence, you on your own, you have to understand what emotional intelligence is.
Yes.
You get that?
Yes.
So in Royal Mira, we understand that every child should know what self-awareness is, okay, and self-regulation, motivation. So these are domains that would build a child when it comes to the social and the emotional intelligence. You get that, building the child skill. So we just finished this. Another aspect of the training is a continuous process. We ensure that our teachers understand what is needed in the society for a child to be what the child needs to be as far as the society is concerned. So talking about, it's not just not just about academics. Yes, the teacher understands the social and the emotional aspect of learning, and we are being trained to also improve the children in those aspects.
Oh, that's beautiful. So, what has the school put in place to oversee and supervise the daily operation of the school?
Oh, wow. Okay, let me start from the aspect of the monitoring. We're talking about the things we have in place to ensure that everything that is going on in the school is actually going as planned.
Yeah.
First of all, every strategic point in the school is equipped with the CCTV camera that monitors everything. People that come in, people that go out, things that go on in the class, while students and our learners are playing in the compound, while teachers are discharging their duty, we have cameras that are stationed looking and monitoring, and we have personnel who are on ground looking at that, so that the attention of the required or the person that should respond immediately if need be is done. Then on the side of the management or the admin team, you know, being a member of the senior management team, we also do what we call academic monitoring. Academic monitoring in the sense that one of the SMTs might just come into the class while lessons are still going on, not to interrupt or interfere with what is going on, but just to see what is going on, how the learners are perceiving the learning environment and the teacher that is discharging the process. So when it comes to ensuring that the stated goal is achieved and monitored, Royal Mira British College is on top of that. We don't joke with that because our learners are a priority. So anything that we just have to put in place to make sure that they get what we want them to get, we do.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And also I learned that the school's ultimate goal has been to raise godly children from all parts of the world. How has that been playing out in the school?
Okay. Talking about raising godly children, to start with, Royal Mira British College is a Christian school.
Okay.
It's a Christian school. In fact, it's a vision that was given to Honorable Moses Idu. So talking about the school as a Christian school, we have programs that are put in place to ensure that children, our learners, are groomed in the way of God. And how do we do that? First of all, we have on Wednesday, we have fellowship time. So out of our timetable, we have a particular time that is designed for fellowship. And in that time, the learners, the students, they come together with the school pastor. We have a school pastor and the school chaplain. So the school pastor and the school chaplain would have to teach the children the Bible. They go through the scripture, just everything that has to do with developing a child in a godly way. We do that particular day. Then apart from that, on Sundays for our boarders too, the school chaplain would also have services in school on Sundays that would ensure that the children are continuously drawn to God. And apart from that, not just about the chaplain, these children are also making contact with the teachers. Now, for the teachers that we employ, the first criteria, one of the things we're looking out for is how God-fearing is the individual. It's not just about how qualified you are. One of your qualifications is the fact, do you understand what it means to be a child of God or to be someone that understands the spiritual thing. So these children make contact with the teachers. We must ensure that the teacher is in the place to groom the child in all godly ways.
Wow, that's beautiful. So your focus is not just on the students, but also on the teachers.
Yes.
Wow. That's beautiful. So let's talk about your teaching structure that follows the guidelines of the Cambridge International examination. Can you throw more light on that?
Okay, I believe you're talking about the IGCSE. Royal Mira British College, we also run the checkpoints. To start with, we are registered school under the British Council, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as a school under the British Council, we must run the checkpoint IGCSE programs. Okay. So first, let's just break it down. We are a school that is running a blended curriculum. It's a merge between the Nigerian curriculum and the British curriculum. Okay. You understand that?
Yeah.
So every child that goes through Royal Mira British College would experience both the British curriculum and the Nigerian curriculum. Do you get that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So at the lower secondary, which is our key stage 3, the students are expected to write at year 9, JS3. They are meant to write the checkpoint exam, strictly British, the British curriculum. And in that, as they progress, because year 7, year 8, like JS1, year 7, JSS2, year 8, then JS3, year 9, they are meant to go through these different aspects, concepts, and then content that will prepare them for the checkpoint exam. Okay. Then at the key stage 4, which is the senior secondary school, those of them in year 10, year 11, and year 12, which is the time when they'll be writing the exam, are also exposed to the IGCSE examination system or preparation. Get that? Okay. So then we also run the Nigerian curriculum too, which means as the child is writing checkpoints in junior school, the child would also be preparing for the state's basic examination and then the national basic examination. You see it? So it becomes a total thing for every child that goes through the system. You have a foundation, a solid foundation with the British Council curriculum and a solid foundation with the Nigerian curriculum.
Okay, so you talked about the students taking the British examination, partaking in the British examination.
Yes.
What does that mean for the student? Does that mean that the students will have opportunity to study abroad or get scholarship after their secondary education here?
Okay. Royal Mira British College, we are also in partnership with Cornerstone College, Cambridge. Okay. So it's a high institution. Any child that goes through our system is writing the checkpoint, writing the IGCSE. Now this child automatically has access to study abroad without even going through any intermediate examination again or anything that would want to be a check. Since we are already accredited, which means our standard meets with what they require for them to study abroad. Okay.
All right. So let's talk about your readiness for the next academic section. What are the things that you have put in place to improve the quality of Royal Mira British College?
Okay. Now, the first thing we had to do was to retrain our staffs.
Okay.
We had to retrain our staff. And in doing that, we ensure that the things that are actually needed, one of the things we'll do as members of the management team is to ensure we find out what is needed. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Now,
yes.
during this training, I'll just give a brief hint of some of the things we train our teachers on. The first one was inclusive education. Okay. Inclusive education is a system of education where everyone is included, not withstanding, not minding your social background, your capability or ability, whether the person is disabled or not disabled, no matter the cultural background. There is no limit or limitation to the access of education for any child. That's the first one, inclusive education. Okay. Apart from that, we also had to train our teachers again on what we call differentiated instruction. Differentiated instruction, let me just still buy this time to educate the persons that are looking at or seeing this particular program. Yes, we've come to understand something that is not just about how smart a child is, but where the child is smart.
Yes.
Did you get that?
Yes.
So sometimes the system of education running in a lot of places tend to want to play on who are those ones that are smart on this particular aspect. For example, let me just use this. A child you can ask a child 1 + 1. The child will tell you 2.
Yes.
You ask the other child 1 + 1. The child is not able to give you 2. But that same child that is not able to give you 2, you're asking the child, if I get one tennis ball and bring another tennis ball, if I put the two of them together, how many balls do I have? He said, oh, 2 balls.
Will be able to,
Now, that same child that was giving you 2 balls did not tell you 1 + 1 is 2. What's the problem? What's the problem? The problem, or the thing there is that this child's interest is in balls. Now, the fact that you're now taking the same concept to the interest of the child is able to give you what you want.
Yes.
Both of them are smart.
Yes.
Do you get it now?
Yes.
Now you're approaching it from the interest and choice of the child. I don't know if you get what we're saying.
I get
so in
you,
differentiated instruction, our teachers come to understand the fact that learners need to be carried along when you want to teach them. So coming back to what your question is, how we are preparing for this new section.
Yes, yes.
School is resuming on Monday by 11th of September.
Yeah.
So we, first of all, train our teachers, ensure that all the structures, re-equip our science laboratories. The computer room now is, we are moving out some of the systems that we have there to bring in more sophisticated systems. So this the children that are coming back, for those of them that came to pick some of their materials, are already excited with the things they are seeing. Some of our gaming facilities will remove the old ones, we're bringing in new ones, to ensure that the environment is something that will support learning, no matter who is involved.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So I would also like to know, is Royal Mira British College open for scholarships? Because I know there are a lot of, like I told you earlier, I have my sister were walking past the school, and my sister looked at the structure and she admired the school. For those who won't be able to afford it, is there like a program set up for them, like a scholarship scheme for them to be able to actually?
Okay. Yes, for now we have learners that are already on scholarship.
Okay.
But what I would say is that very soon the scholarship program will be open to the whole society. The scholarship program will be very soon to be open. The scholarship now is still on very selected basis, but will be open very soon. How soon? Let's look at next section.
Next session.
Yes.
Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, finally, what assurance are you giving to parents out there that Royal Mira British College is the school, their desired school for their children?
Okay, why Royal Mira, or why choose Royal Mira?
Yeah.
Royal Mira British College is already certified and accredited by the British Council.
Okay.
I really wish you would have an experience of what they look out for before they will accredit your school. You understand that they don't take anything less than the standard.
Okay.
For example, in our labs, one of the science lab, we have a fume extractor. The fume extractor is a device that learners can use while carrying out the experiment. They are not exposed to some of this harmful fume, or I want to say referred to as smoke. Okay. Then if the British Council would have come to the school to look at the school and agree that the school is of standard for them to have given the accreditation,
Yeah.
it then means that we have not just what parents are looking for, we have more than what they are looking for. I'll break that down. In Royal Mira, sometimes someone asks me, what's so special about your school? Because I've just heard so many things. Why? I told the person, well, I'll give you the secret. In Royal Mira,
Yeah.
we don't take anything for granted.
Okay.
Everything counts. Ranging from the way our learners work, to the way the learners will talk, to the way the learners will eat, to the way they greet, to the way they carry themselves.
Every little detail.
Every little detail. We are intentional with how we pay attention to every little detail. Reason is that if you look at our vision, we are raising innovative leaders. So if we have that as our vision, to raise leaders, it then means that we have to be intentional with everything that we are doing. Now, apart from that, as a school, we've tried to put a lot of things on ground. In fact, those of us within this environment, I would say this, are lucky that we have a school like this here.
Wow.
Yes, I can say that, and you can take that to the bank. They are lucky we have a school like this, a school that is bringing a global standard to this environment.
Yeah.
You were just walking past the place, you saw the structure.
Yeah.
You need to come in to see things that are on ground. Most times I don't even talk about the structure,
I will
because structure
someday.
is not what educates the child.
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
educates the child is the program that is running in the school. Do you get that?
Yes,
Now,
yes.
in our system, let me start from the scratch. A child that is coming in. Okay. Normally, schools write entrance examination.
Yes.
We write placement examination. Why placement examination? Entrance examination is kind of putting a limit or a barrier. If you cross the barrier, you get in. If you're not able
Yeah.
to cross the barrier, you're kicked out.
Yes.
Ours is looking at what is the ability of the child.
Okay.
We place the child where the child can be built.
Placement
You get that now?
examination, yeah.
So in our own experience, we've also discovered that a lot of learners that people see to be weak are not really weak,
Yes.
but the foundation that the children experience programs, academic intervention. And in this academic intervention, we have the ICU, Intensive Care Unit, for those learners that have serious academic challenge. Is a one-on-one. I don't know if you've gone to the hospital to visit the intensive unit, you discover that this is a unit that is meant for someone that is in critical condition.
Yes.
So a child that is having a critical academic condition is kept under the intensive care unit.
Wow.
That's a
beautiful
one-on-one
and
program.
interesting.
Okay. Then we have another set that are the ones that come under the booster class. These ones, their cases are not as critical as the ICU.
Okay.
Do you get that? So we need to
Stages.
boost their performances, or not boost their performance. We need to boost their academic ability or learning ability, expose them to better ways they can learn. You understand that?
Yes.
Then we have the general extension classes, where we also help carry everyone that is interested. You want to have an extension class for free. They are
Wow.
not paying extra money for that.
Okay.
Because most times once you hear extension class, the thing that costs them, how much are we meant to pay?
Yes,
When I
exactly.
was actually speaking to a parent,
Exactly.
and then we mentioned extension class, how much are we? Say, extension class. He said, no, that's not possible. Because in the Nigerian context, an extension, there should be payments for
Yeah,
that. But extension
nothing is
class
free.
is actually for free. Then we also have our morning programs. Like I said, there are a lot of things about our learners that we have come to understand. At the home front, there are a lot of things that happen. Is it that the child does not have time to study? Sometimes you discover that some children, they get home, the TV is there to distract the child and all that. So
Yes,
we
yes.
we have a time we call morning prep that will run from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., where every learner is kept to sit down and read under the supervision of teachers.
Wow.
So a child is getting a 1 hour stretch reading time, which will not interfere with classes, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Wow.
Classes will have to start 8:05. So between the 7 a.m. and 8 a.m., those learners are kept under strict supervision. 1, you're helping them learn. 2, you're helping them build ability to read. You're also helping them build ability to discover on your own. You see that? So when we structure all this, we are trying to ensure that we prepare our learners so that when they find themselves anywhere, they are able to represent. If you encounter a child from Royal Mira, within the space of 10 minutes, you want to ask, please, which school are you coming from? Yes, that's what we are trying to do, to ensure that we build a child that can represent and speak of the country anywhere he or she finds himself.
Wow, that's beautiful. With all you've just said, I can't wait to have my own children and bring them to Royal Mira.
Wow, yeah, we're really expecting them to come, especially with the fact that Royal Mira is within this vicinity. And I want people within the let me start from the country, because when you have something good, if you're somebody that is patriotic, you will always want people that are related to you, people that are around you, to also have a taste of that. So I am happy that we have a school like this. First of all, in the country, Nigeria. They're not just in Nigeria, we have it in Delta State. not just in Delta State. It is here with us in Ikaland. So it's a great deal. It's something big for this town.
Yes.
And Royal Mira British College is also under an umbrella school, which is Royal Mira All Saints International School. We have a branch there in Asaba.
Wow.
We also have a Montessori school here in Agbo.
Okay.
And the Royal Mira All Saints International School is the only accredited school in Delta State to organize the ITLs. You know, for those of them that want to travel abroad, they must write this English test exam. Royal Mira is the only accredited school in Delta State as a whole that is organizing that examination. And apart from organizing the examination, we're also training them. Yes, of course. That's to tell you what the school, what the school is carrying on this land.
Yes.
You understand that? So as far as Royal Mira is concerned, there are so many things we will not have time to talk about. I'm telling you. Because if you allow me to go on, I can start breaking them one after the other. And well, if you give me the time, no problem, I'll do that.
That's enough. I believe with these few points, you've been able to convince parents out there not to confuse them that Royal Mira is the school for their children. Thank you very much for being on the show with us today, Mr. Arimono Progress. Thank you very much. All right, guys, that's it on the show today. Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us.
PMTV Africa. Keep watching PMTV Africa.
Keep watching PMTV Africa.
I'm giving a shout out to PMTV, People's Mind.
Hi guys, keep watching PMTV Africa.
Hey everybody, keep watching PMTV.
From Toronto, PMTV. Don't touch that die.
Hey guys, keep watching PMTV.
Nigerians, wherever you are, whether you're in Nugu, keep on watching People's Mind Television, PMTV.